We are just weeks away from the start of a presidential election year, and the stakes, folks, they could not be higher, especially when it comes to the United States Senate. Democrats currently hold a 2-seat majority in the chamber, and 34 Senate seats are up for grabs in 2024. One of those seats is in Michigan. Senator Debbie Stabenow announced that she will be passing the torch to the next generation, and Cook Political Report rates the race as leans Democratic, but anything could happen. 5 Democrats have jumped into the race, including Congresswoman Elissa Slotkin and my next guest, actor Hill Harper, who is reportedly leaving his role on ABC's The Good Doctor to focus on his Senate campaign. Hill Harper joins me now. Hill, it is very good to see you, my friend. I first want to start by asking, why office, why now? What convinced you?
I think, as you well know, and I think your previous guest alluded to, we are in a critical moment in our country, a critical moment in our democracy. And fundamentally, I'm running to disempower the lobbies and empower the people. I mean, Simone, you know, one thing that's probably a shocking statistic, if I'm elected to the U.S. Senate, I'll be the only active union member in that body, and it'll show because I'll fight for working people, for everyday people, and not for the wealthy few. Money has taken over our political system, and I'm stepping in to fight for people.
So, without mentioning any of your opponents' names, tell us why you are the best person to represent Michiganders in the United States Senate.
Oh, you know, I think that I've traveled around Michigan and met with so many people, and people are very frustrated. They're angry with the status quo. Obviously, I'm not a politician, and I'm proud of that. What I want to do is actually change things for the better. Now, I'm not interested in doing what the status quo have done. Folks want to vote for change. I think we've seen that happen with Fetterman and Summerlee, Pennsylvania. Folks actually want things to change, and they feel like electing the same type of politician, career folks, over and over and over again isn't working. Why am I best for the job? I think it's my unique set of experiences leading into this. Like I just said, I'd be the only union member. I'd be one of the only members that has a school-age child. My son's in 2nd grade. I'd be one of the only small business owners. I'd be one of, you know, for the first time in 57 years, Michigan does not have a Black Democratic elected person, member of Congress. And that matters. Representation matters, and not just to Black folks. There's so many Michiganders I talk to across the state that are actually ashamed and upset by that fact. And that legacy, and they want to see more diversity and more diverse representation.
So Michigan has been on the minds of a lot of folks for a number of different reasons, and especially as we talk about the war that is currently being waged between Hamas and Israel. Michigan has a very large Arab American population. Frankly, the largest city of Arab Americans in this country is in Dearborn, Michigan. After the terrorist attack on October 7th, tensions in our country, they've been high. I know you feel it. You've been out on the campaign trail. Anti-Semitic, anti-Arab and Islamophobic incidences have been on the rise. What are you hearing? What do you tell your potential constituents, folks in Dearborn who you want to vote for you, people across the state of Michigan, about this war?
Sure. I was in Dearborn twice this past week. I was at the UAW Local 600 yesterday and went into a barbershop that's right across the street, talking to folks and just listening. I mean, I think the most important thing that they know and realize is that I'm the only candidate in the race that has called for a humanitarian ceasefire. And I think that they respect that stance and they respect that fact. But moreover, you know, they understand that I believe in peace. You know, I say it all the time, there is no good war and there is no bad peace. I believe in saving civilian lives. I certainly believe in caring for children that can't get out of harm's way on their own. And so I will fight for that. And they know that. And so I think that constituency group is, you know, 71% of Michigan Democrats are in favor of ceasefire. So it's not like it's some out there thing that just folks in Dearborn actually want. Most Democrats in the state of Michigan want that.
Hill Harper, Democratic Senate candidate in Michigan. Thank you very much. I must bring you back to talk. We're doing this series all throughout, and I am very interested in how this shakes out in Michigan. Thank you very much.
You do a great job, Simone. Thank you so much for having me.